So my why for teaching is really the kids. I love the sense of family and the connection that I can make with each one. I love when I'm able to teach a whole family of kids and see the different personalities. But basically it's the connections that I have with the kids and the connections that I have with our faculty. I feel like this is a family. I feel like it's home. And so it's a wonderful work environment. In fact, it doesn't really feel like work because I get to come in each day and share music and just share about life with these kids. So that's why I teach, and that's why I love it so much.
I'm Miss Lamb. Teaching high school has absolutely been what I have been called to do. In a nutshell, I had a rough time in high school. I won't go into details, but I was one of the students who may have fallen through the cracks if it weren't for my high school art teacher who sort of reached down in there and said, "No, Hillary, you can do it. You're capable. You have so much talent and passion." And at that time, I wasn't even sure if I was bound for college or anything beyond. I couldn't even think in the future, but she helped me. So here I am trying to do the same thing that she did for me. I'm trying to find those students who might fall through the crack and reach down and grab them up and share some really fun art with them at the same time.
The reason I am a teacher is because I like to see students grow into their full potential. I've had students shy, intimidated when they come into my classroom, and by the end of the year they're confident and can speak in front of 8,000 students. I have one student in particular, Julia Peak. She's serving as a national FCCLA officer, and she is speaking to students from all across the country. She's going from Louisville, Kentucky, all the way to Anaheim, California this summer to speak at the national conference, and she is the reason why I teach.
When I see the kiddos working together and collaborating together on math.
My goal is to build positive, influential relationships with my students. It's important to me that they know that I'm here for them, that I care about them, and I care about their future. Why forensics? Because I'm passionate about it. I love teaching this forensics. Been teaching it 7 years because the students are excited about it. It's things they've never learned before. And why Flowery Branch? Because it's home. Simple as that. We're family.
I teach because I learn just as much from my kids as they learn from me.
I had a very special teacher, actually two in my life, that made a big difference. One of them, I kind of got adopted as a teacher pet, which I didn't do anything special, so that really made me feel special. And she invested a lot into me and cared about my day. I think that was 4th grade. And then in high school, I had a DECA leader who encouraged me to be the president of DECA at Johnson High School, and it just changed my life. So I want to make that difference in the lives of others.
My why for getting up every morning is to come and be with these great kids here at Flowery Branch High School. Teaching is a calling, in my opinion, and I answered the calling about 3 years ago and took what I had learned in the business and marketing industry and thought I'd bring it to these young, great minds and help maybe prepare them for what real life is going to be after they walk across that graduation stage. Why Flowery Branch? Again, I think I was called to be here, and it's home. Can't imagine teaching at any other Hall County school, and I'm just very thankful to be here.
My why is the people. And by people, I mean the community that supports the high school, the community that supports the academics of the high school, the community that supports the athletics of the high school. The people I work with make coming to work every day fun. And when you have colleagues and people that you're around 8 hours out of the day, that you enjoy being around and that you get along with and you develop relationships with them, that's my why. I come to work at Flowery Branch High School every day because of the people, because of the kids, and I'm proud to say I'm a Falcon.
I love to learn, and I'm always learning something new in the guidance office. And secondly, I love to talk to people and help people. So I really enjoy talking to students that come in, parents, teachers, other co-workers here in the office. I love to help people, I love to talk to people, and I love to be a smiling, welcoming person when they come into the guidance office, and I get to do that a lot here at Flowery Branch High School. So my why started many years ago when I was a student here at Flowery Branch High School.
I started school in 2004 and graduated in 2007. And through those years, I was involved in sports and many clubs, but the club that stuck out the most to me was the Partners in Education. And that club helped bridge relationships between students with and without disabilities. And the students and the teachers that were a part of that club and just making it super special for the students really just helped me foster a love for special education. So I knew before I left this building that I wanted to be a special ed teacher. So I pursued college education in that, and now many years later I'm back in this building, a part of the special education department, and just changing the lives of the students here.
I chose to be at Flowery Branch because I feel that there are adults here who care about children, and growing up, that's what got me through school. That's what pretty much got me through my life, just having people who cared about me. So I'm here to give back to kids who need that, and that's very important. So I chose to be in a place where I feel that there are others around me who value the same thing that I value.
I teach because I love math, and I love to show other students and other people how to do math. I love Flowery Branch because that's where I've lived for over 20 plus years, and it's where my kids go to school.
I absolutely love my students and the students at Flowery Branch High School.
And why are you at Flowery Branch?
Flowery Branch actually seems like home to me.
Okay. And why do you love teaching your students?
I love my students because they try harder than most, and they give it 100% most days, and on those bad days are still my best days.
I came to Flowery Branch High School, and the first year was open, 2002. Dr. Coleman was our principal then, and I had worked with him at West Hall Middle School. And Dr. Coleman was an awesome principal, and I felt comfortable with him, and I wanted to get out of the middle school and back into the high school, so that's what I chose to do, and Dr. Coleman hired me back. So my why is that I feel that God called me to teach. I love my students, I love teaching. It's one of the greatest professions in the whole world, but teachers don't teach for money. They teach for the joy of being with other kids and watching that light bulb go off in the head, and so that is my why.